Hi everyone and welcome for this special video only for you, my boss. Thank you again for your support on my Patreon. I know we are not a lot of English speaker on my Patreon, but once again, thank you very much to be there, and don't hesitate to share my Patreon to your friend, and don't hesitate to tell me if you have any question into the comments. It will be a pleasure. If that's not already the case, don't hesitate to ask me to add you on my Facebook special page, so you can show me your paint and I can give you my advice and my feedback on your paint. Don't hesitate to paint and to show your stuff. That's always a good thing to improve your level. So as you can see, the mountain it's already painted, and you can already see the tutorial on YouTube. On this special tutorial, I'm going to show you how I use some turquoise and some red brown to create some special effects into the non-metallic metal. So for example, I use the blue turquoise into the light just before the white, with a very diluted color to make some glaze with very few color into these parts. And now I'm going to make the same on the into the shadow, but this time with red brown to create as you can see on my finger, I have a very few color. It's very important because it's just to keep and to make more deep effects on my basical non-metallic metal effect. And as you can see, I can do the same on a very different kind of parts to create this kind of effect. So don't hesitate to try this on some metallic parts. It's pretty interesting, and it's going to give you more life to your miniatures. After these parts, I'm going to continue on the leather to create more effect into the leather. So for the moment, you can see how I do on the different parts of the metallics, but very soon I'm going to show you how to create different effects on the leather, some very old effects. To make an effect of old leather, I'm going to push a mix between some fur brown and some ivory, and I'm going to make some line from one side and from another side to make some kind of square. We are going to simulate the leather old effect. So in that way, I'm going to create more elements and more details and giving more life once again to my miniatures. This kind of effect is pretty easy to do. You just need to make it and make it again to have a more and more thin line to have a very nice effect. Even if you make some mistake, don't hesitate to try, and if you make some mistake, you just have to make a layer with your previous color to make a nice correction of your paint. As you can see, I can come back a little bit with directly some ivory, and now I come back with some dark sea blue to create the shadow on different parts and to push more and more contrasts into my leather. As you can see, I come back with some red brown just to cleaning a little bit some surfaces, and you don't need it to make that necessary. If your first effect is good, just move and don't take care about that. So you can put a little bit more ivory into the face just to pushing more and more details. You can make it on the beard too to have more element. So now I come back on my non-metallic metal again just to make some effects of shock on the sword, so it's just some very small and thin line. So I'm going to make this a line in a very chaotic way, just to have nothing parallel or similar. And after that, I make this kind of line everywhere, and some line will be just a little bit more strong at beginning, and after I will come back, as you can see now, with some black just up to this line, just to make sure that effect will be more strong on some line, and some other line will be just I will just keep like before this step. So it's going to make some very different kind of effect that will be giving more life to the mini. I really hope you enjoy this kind of small tutorial. For me, it can be very interesting to show you more of this kind of stuff. So I'm going to propose you more and more this kind of special videos. Thanks again to you, all my Patreon, for your support and for giving me the chance to walk into this passion. Thank you very much, and find time to paint.